Welcome to this exciting episode where I take you from the very beginning to the very end of making my first ever split mould.
It's the first day of spring, the frost has just about cleared, skies are blue, sun's out. Let's see if we can make some fucking progress on this. So, the wing is there. Today, start applying the wax, put the flange on, start applying the wax, and hopefully by the end of the day, we'll be at a point where it's all polished up nicely, ready for the gel coat again. This time, I'll do it properly. Right, and now I want to make the flange. I've got this polypropylene which is nice and smooth, so it should make better flanges than the other stuff I used. First thing I need to do is get a piece across here. Obviously that rocks, so my thinking is have that against here, cut that bit out, so it will be a nice smooth finish. I need to make a template. So, got this. What I'm going to do, we glue it here, so that piece is fixed. Then, gradually trim it along its length until it goes to there. And there we have our template. So it's been hot glued on. I've got the tape there, so I'm going to cut along the tape to get a nice neat edge. Transfer that onto the polycarb, and then I'll have a nice neat flange right the way along there. And here I'm marking the template, and then I use a fine-toothed jigsaw to cut the plastic without shattering it. Just a quick update around lunchtime. Made progress, got that done. Around here, up this edge, I've taped over these with silver foil around the wheel arch and there. I haven't been filming much because, well, my fingerprint got covered in hot glue, so I couldn't unlock the phone, and my hot glue gun broke, so I've had to buy a new one of those.
This time round I remembered to put the wax filleting in before I polish up the surfaces. The last one wasn't a cock-up, it was a prototype to learn. Yeah.
Sun setting is almost 6. What have I done? We got the flange on. We got the wax filling the gap. Got some tinfoil around the edges, and we've got one coat of wax on it. Where the hell's day gone? Well, had a bacon sandwich and took an hour out to play rugby with the grandson. Things like that happened, so the hot glue went under there. I didn't realise till I put the stuff on, so it's now glued a dent. Had to remove all the hot glue that was left scabby on the surface. Cutting all these pieces, make him fit. That took a while, but overall, I'm happy. Just another 5 coats of wax now. 3 polishes in, and it's looking very shiny. 6 coats of wax, 1 coat of CR. So hopefully that easy release chemical release agent on top of 6 coats of wax will make this just fly off when I coat it with the gel coat. But I'm not going to coat it by gel coat tonight because I'm knackered, and you don't want to do work when you're late, you'll make mistakes. So, brave new day tomorrow.
7 hours later, a bright new day, and ready to go. Temperature's not exactly 15 to 25 degrees, so I'm going to shut these doors, turn on the heater, and take this gel coat indoors to warm through before I try anything.
Almost an hour with the heater on, and we're nearly into double figures.
Yeah, I got bored of waiting for it to heat up, so mix up the gel coat, add the MXP, just add a bit more MXP than the 3%, make it about 4%, so it's a little bit warmer. Should still cure. It's got the heater still going, as you can hear. Yeah, splish splash with gel coat. Try and spread it evenly. Putting the bulbs out first helps. It's horrible stuff to work with because you're wearing a breather mask, and yeah, not much more to say. You're watching a bloke paint a car. This time the gel coat is all the same colour, all the right mix, and goes on nicely.
That's 1 coat finished. I'm now going to leave it go off, leave the heater on, Gotta get some fresh air. Here we have the second coat painted on. I didn't bother filming me painting it because you can imagine me with a paintbrush. Got the heater going. We're running at 14 degrees. Hopefully leave that and it'll be gone off by tomorrow. Not getting any warmer in the mornings. Now doing the coupling layer, so one sheet, two sheets, scrag end. Make sure you're using the right resin. Coupling coat, spare tin, coupling coat.
Coupling resin goes from pretty pink to a mucky brown, and I should have made smaller, easy to manage pieces of glass fibre, but hey ho.
So here we are, back after it's gone off. Some obvious stuff to learn. Don't try and do it in big sheets. Cut them smaller so they're manageable. I'm working on a bench that's too high so I can't reach over it properly. Sanded down the worst of the bumps and lumps. What I'm doing now is prepping the glass. They say don't do more than like half a metre at a time. So what I'm going to do is cut a whole load of 40 centimetre sections.
I'm using the tabletop and the vertical bit to keep the cuts parallel, and basically cutting through with a Stanley but tearing them as well, giving nice loose edges. I plan to start laying up from the headlight end because it's the most fiddly with the awkward angles and stuff. So that's going to have these pieces cut to shape. Again, using this sort of Stanley to try and cut and tear so they lay flat. Then it's just stripes along the length.
Good morning. It's 7 o'clock on a Friday morning. So I thought I'd get that lot stuck to that with that.
Even speed up 16 times, this takes forever. But basically, it's really simple. You slap a slop on, resin on, put the glass fibre down, pat it in, do the next layer, do the next layer, do the next layer. 4 layers each time. I had the piles and piles of 4, so I knew I'd do the full set, didn't lose count. What did I know from this? The sticky, horrible job to do, gets gloves get all caught up. Other than that, bit fumey, so wear respirators. Not that challenging, just messy. Anyway, let's cut to when it's dry.
It's now some hours later. Nice and hard. I now need to remove these flanges.
I flip the mold onto its back to get the flanges off. Where's the bloody ton? But look how easy these flanges come off.
Comes off easy. Just trying to set the mould up to do the other side. Hop down here. Oh, doesn't that stick out? I think the mould has moved the actual metal, so hopefully I can pull that back in tight.
But I'm going to ignore that and carry on. So polish it 7 times, slap the junk on, here's the coupling coat going on, stick the unimold on, and let it all go off beautifully. And here it is a few days later when it's all nice and hard. Mark out the holes so I can put some bolts through so I can locate the 2 halves of the split mold. Then I'm going to drill through, put the bolts in, and then take the bolts back out and try and split the mold. That's going to be easy, isn't it? Actually, removing the flanges is easy. I wish it was all like this. Time to do the real split, and we find the gap between the 2 flanges, tap a little wedge in, tap, 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 all the way around, and really pleasingly, the 2 flanges separate quite nicely. Time to flip it over and try and get the inside piece out. That might be a bit more challenging, so let's see how it goes. Yeah, as guessed, it's a bit more difficult. It does actually get separated a bit, especially at the metal end. But when you're moving the stuff where it's just foam and filler, the sounds are cracking. But beautiful moment, bit blurry. We actually get 1/2 of that split mold to split. Yay, hey! And this is what the mold looks before it's cleaned up. A couple of bits are stuck to it, a few bits of wobbly gel coat, but let's get the other half out and then we can clean them both up together. Again, this started remarkably easy. There was a bit of mechanical lock in the corner, a section of gel coat had kind of dribbled over, but hit it with a chisel, that got around that problem. Then flip it over, wiggle it, move it, try to use the bit of free boot you got to leave the rest, bang it with a hammer, and then you get that glorious moment as it goes click, crack, crick, and pops out the mold. And here we have the two halves of the mold bolted together. You can see there's still wax, any cleaning, sanding, all the proper prep. But I'm going to stop this video here because I'm happy with that. So next video will be cleaning that mold up properly and taking a carbon fiber piece out of it. Like, subscribe, etc. And see you next episode. Cheers, guys.